Hey, this is May Valensky with Driving Markets. Anything said in this piece is an opinion only. So at this moment in time, no agreement has been reached between Joe Biden, the White House Finance Committee, and the House, Kevin McCarthy, leading those talks. They have met several times. Kevin McCarthy is saying that the talks are very polite, very diplomatic. They're making some progress. However, they haven't made enough progress to increase the debt ceiling. Now, the clock is ticking. It's a bit like a car heading for a cliff, about to drive over it, as both parties are pushing themselves to the limit, requesting what they want to request, with the Republicans looking for cuts and the Democrats want to expand and increase the overall budget to get America spending money on all of the social services. However, what they are demonstrating and proving is that America does not know how to run its economy. Now, this debt ceiling talks have been going on for some time. They should have an agreement by now. I, as of last week, was of the opinion that by today, Tuesday, they would have an agreement in place. Everything would be hunky-dory, job done. Unfortunately, it's not done, and what's going to happen is that if they don't get an agreement by Friday, we're going to hit the 1st of June next week, default between 650 billion, 850 billion US dollars just on interest rate payments, and that is going to send the US into default. When the US goes into default, then you're going to end up having, a lower credit rating as far as the US is concerned. As I said before, dollar's going to sink, US Treasury yields are going to fly through the roof, gold's going to go through the roof, and equity markets are going to go down. However, when looking at equity markets at the moment, they all look pretty calm. Or is it calm before the storm? I don't know. But there's something very suspicious going on, that they seem very, very relaxed. They are ticking downwards, but not really dramatically, in light of the concerns that they do have as regards the debt ceiling. Interestingly enough, one second. So I was saying, sorry for the interruption, I put it on pause. So I was saying, interestingly enough, if you look at the tech market, it's being fueled by the fervor or the enthusiasm of AIGBT. Now, this is effectively a small bubble that's been created, and whenever is easy money, there is a bubble, and whenever is tight money or tight liquidity, that bubble is end up being burst or goes pop. Now, the AIGBT is not the same level bubble as the .com or the property bubble, but it is a small bubble, probably overbought. So you've had all of the Microsofts, the Apples and the Googles going through the roof based on this particular AIGBT bubble. And it is going to pop because there's too much enthusiasm there. And even though many analysts are saying this could be the driver for the next bull market, I don't think so. I think what we're going to have is you're going to have a peak on those tech stocks, and then you're going to have a massive sell-off. So all the Googles, the Apples, the Metas, Facebooks, Amazons are probably moved up too high and are looking well overbought at this particular level. Again, if there is a pop in the AIGBT bubble, that's going to impact obviously all of those stocks that are pushing and professing to be the number one providers in AIGBT. It is great AIGBT, but it's well overvalued, and we're looking at a major correction going on. Looking at the rest of the markets, you've got gold, which has come off slightly, and the dollar, there's a bit of dollar strength on the back of expectation that there will be a debt ceiling agreement in the very near future. Markets will bounce, as I said earlier, if that comes to light. Now, retail sector in the States is suffering. Don't forget, we've got the PCE this week, which is the personal consumption expenditure, which is an inflation measure. It's one of the most favored inflation measure of the US Fed when it comes to talking about inflation. So that'll be an interesting number to watch. Again, if it comes in higher than expected, then there'll be more pressure on the US to increase interest rates. At the moment, the chance of an increase in interest rates at the 14th and 15th 14th and 15th of June meeting of the FOMC is around about a 23% chance of an increase. But if that PCE comes in higher than expected, then you see that percentage increasing, and obviously the chances are there'll be more pressure on the Fed to increase interest rates again. Well, just to be absolutely clear, I don't think the Fed is going to increase interest rates at the June meeting, but who knows. Oil slightly off as well, looking because again concerns of a recession. That covers more or less the marketplaces. This is Mayor Walensky with Driving Markets. Catch you later.